Today, we delve into a chilling story that shook the Neurauter family to its core. Beneath the facade of a serene suburban life lies a tale of deceit, betrayal, and a crime so horrific it will send shivers down your spine. In upstate New York, the Neurauter family was ensnared in a web of sorrow that reverberated through their community in 2017. At the center of this haunting narrative is Katie Neurauter, also known as Carrie, who unwittingly became a key figure in a dreadful crime orchestrated by her own father, Lloyd. This story takes us through the twists and turns of a family's descent into darkness, exploring manipulation, betrayal, and the chilling consequences that followed. Our story begins with Michele and Lloyd, high school sweethearts whose love story evolved from the classroom to the altar. They started their life together with dreams of a perfect family, welcoming 3 daughters along the way. Lloyd, a year younger than Michele, won her heart effortlessly, and they celebrated their union in a small, intimate ceremony after just 2 years of dating. Their early marriage was marked by love and commitment as they navigated life's challenges. In the mid-1990s, they welcomed their first daughter, followed by Carrie 2 years later. The Neurauter family, now a unit of 5, settled into a larger home in Corning, New York. To outsiders, Lloyd seemed like a devoted father, deeply involved in his daughters' lives. Michele, an English teacher with a warm personality, brought joy and laughter to their home. They seemed like the ideal couple. But, as often happens in tragic tales, appearances can be deceiving. Lloyd's initial role as a caring father gradually shifted to that of a controlling and manipulative figure. He sought total control over his daughters' lives, enforcing his will and resorting to physical punishment if his strict rules were disobeyed. The charming facade crumbled, revealing a much darker reality. Carrie, the middle daughter, surprisingly maintained a close bond with her father, despite his increasingly manipulative behavior. Lloyd's influence extended to activities like accompanying Carrie to ballet every Sunday and giving her makeovers in front of other mothers. Meanwhile, Michele had an equal and caring relationship with all 3 daughters and devoted her time to various charities, particularly those helping the homeless. Trouble for the Neurauter family first emerged during the 2008 economic crisis when Lloyd lost his job at Corning Incorporated. The family faced financial difficulties, and Lloyd found work in New Jersey. Michele, always supportive, agreed to the move, unaware it was the start of a series of events that would destabilize the family. Within months, Lloyd surprised Michele by serving her divorce papers, a shocking move with no clear cause. Michele was devastated by her husband's sudden coldness, especially as she had already distanced herself from her own family at Lloyd's behest, leaving her without a support system. As a single parent, Michele faced enormous challenges, and Lloyd's relentless pursuit for full custody of their daughters made matters worse. The divorce battle dragged on for 5 years, with Lloyd filing 26 post-divorce motions filled with false allegations to discredit Michele. Michele fought back fiercely, but the battle extended beyond the courtroom into the hearts and minds of their daughters. The oldest, who had just turned 18, chose to live with Lloyd, while Michele retained custody of the younger 2. The psychological warfare only escalated. The situation took a tragic turn on August 28, 2017. A family friend came to Michele's house to pick up her youngest daughter for swim practice, only to find Michele's lifeless body hanging from the banister. Initially thought to be a suicide, unsettling details soon cast doubt on this theory. The police faced a complex puzzle as Michele's 14-year-old daughter was mysteriously absent from the house at the time. The investigation revealed troubling inconsistencies in Michele's autopsy, suggesting the possibility of a struggle before she was tied to the banister. The truth behind Michele's death began to unravel, revealing a sinister undercurrent to the family's tragic tale. 2 days before her death, Michele sent a message to a friend, expressing relief that Lloyd wasn't present at a court hearing. This, combined with his attempts to collect her life insurance, raised suspicions about his involvement. As the police desperately searched for Michelle's youngest daughter, a surprising development unfolded. Carrie, the middle daughter, emerged as a key figure in the investigation. Her initial account of driving to her mother's house on the night of the incident raised eyebrows, especially given the recent turmoil. Michelle's friends contradicted Carrie's description of her mother's behavior, deepening the mystery. As the investigation progressed, Carrie's role in the tragedy took a darker turn. Police discovered a disturbing conversation between Carrie and Lloyd through a wiretap on her phone, leading them to confront her with the evidence. Faced with undeniable proof, Carrie confessed to her involvement in her mother's murder, revealing a tale of manipulation, coercion, and betrayal within the family. The narrative then shifted to the weeks leading up to the crime, shedding light on Lloyd's insidious influence over Carrie. Psychologists explained the concept of parental alienation, highlighting Lloyd's systematic efforts to turn Carrie against her mother. Michelle's earlier complaints during the divorce and custody battle about Lloyd's manipulation were validated as the layers of deceit were uncovered. Carrie, trauma-bonded to her father, became a pawn in Lloyd's sinister scheme. The manipulation peaked when Lloyd convinced Carrie he would take his own life, exploiting her emotional attachment to secure his own safety. On August 28, 2017, Carrie actively participated in her mother's murder, helping stage it to look like a suicide. Carrie's confession painted a heartbreaking picture of a daughter caught between loyalty to a manipulative father and the horror of her own actions. In the courtroom, justice took center stage as the daunting task of assigning culpability loomed. Carrie faced charges of second-degree murder, second-degree conspiracy, tampering with physical evidence, and first-degree custodial interference, potentially resulting in a sentence of 25 years to life in prison. As the legal proceedings advanced, Lloyd, exposed as the mastermind, faced the consequences of his actions. Michelle's autopsy, re-evaluated by a private pathologist, definitively classified her death as a homicide. Confronted with the evidence, Lloyd accepted a plea deal, receiving a life sentence without parole. Yet, true to his manipulative nature, he tried to shift the blame onto Michelle and Carrie, portraying himself as a victim. Carrie's trial took an unexpected turn. The court saw extensive evidence of Lloyd's manipulation and his role in orchestrating the murder. Balancing justice with an understanding of the psychological coercion she endured proved challenging. The court recognized Carrie's vulnerability and susceptibility to her father's manipulation. Michelle's mother, also the maternal grandmother of the Neurauter sisters, advocated for leniency, acknowledging Carrie's role as a victim of manipulation. The court faced the intricate dynamics of abuse and coercion, striving to deliver justice while recognizing the trauma inflicted on Carrie. As the legal proceedings unfolded, the community was shocked by the twisted motives of Lloyd and Carrie's coerced involvement. Michelle's tragic death highlighted the fragility of familial bonds and the insidious nature of manipulation. Carrie's parole in January 2020 marked the end of a chapter in the Neurauter saga. With the support of her maternal grandmother and Michelle's desire for her daughter's well-being, despite her alignment with Lloyd, the profound impact of the tragedy on the entire family was evident. Lloyd, serving a life sentence without parole, symbolized the destructive power of manipulation and betrayal. The Neurauter case, forever etched in criminal history, serves as a stark warning of the hidden dangers within seemingly ordinary family lives. Michelle's untimely death, orchestrated by her husband and daughter, reveals the chilling reality that manipulation can infiltrate even the strongest familial bonds. The surviving sisters, scarred by their father's malevolence, now face a future marked by the indelible mark of betrayal. The community, grappling with the aftermath of the tragedy, contemplates the broader implications of familial manipulation and society's responsibility to protect the vulnerable. As the Neurauter family's story echoes through time, It stands as a somber reminder that behind closed doors of ordinary homes, a complex web of emotions, manipulation, and betrayal can unravel. Michele's memory, a symbol of resilience, underscores the enduring strength of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable tragedy. The Neurauter case, with its intricate deceit and lasting trauma, remains a chilling testament to the profound consequences of familial betrayal.